Hi, we're back again, and we have an author this time to come and tell us about his creation, and that's Mr. Tom Sims. Hi, Tom.
Good to be with you, Carol.
No, glad to have you here, and I want to learn a little bit about you before we talk about the book,
Good.
if that's okay with you.
Thank you.
When did you first feel that you wanted to do some writing?
When I was a little boy,
Oh, good.
and I started writing, and I wrote poetry when I was a child,
Wow.
and I had a teacher whose name I cannot recall right now, but who I remember vividly in the 7th grade, who taught a literature class in my school and inspired me, and I've been writing regularly ever since.
Oh, this is wonderful. I think having an inspiration really helps you to move forward because you
Indeed.
think, oh, they were so good, I've got to work for that, to make something wonderful. That's super great. So what did you do in school? Did you take any writing courses or?
No, I didn't. But as you know, in higher education, you're writing all the time.
That's true.
So I never took a course in writing outside of the normal English classes we take. I majored in philosophy, minored in psychology, and then went on and did my master's work in my preparation for ministry.
Well, I tell you, all of those things make you better at writing, I believe. The more that you live and get into a lot of interesting things, it all works out. It comes out, you're writing and say, oh, yeah, I could
Right.
use that. Isn't it exciting?
Well, I think the best practice for writing is reading and writing
That's for
and
sure.
getting feedback.
Yeah. Yeah, so many people, young people, I think, oh, I'd love to write. I love to write, but I don't, and they don't. All they have to do is sit down and write something,
Write
even
something.
if it's nothing. Maybe
Every day.
Every day, and that just realize that whatever nowadays is very easy. So what doesn't work, you can redo it.
You can redo it. It's out there somewhere, especially if it feeds to Twitter, but it can be redone.
That's for sure. So what inspired you to do the book you brought in today?
The confidence factor is a intersection of a lot of interests. I was preaching through and teaching through the book of Philippians,
Hold it up.
and it's up there on the screen as well.
Okay, we have it both ways.
And so I decided that I would combine about a 30-year-old storytelling town that I'd created called Polecat Hollow with some entrepreneurial interests that I had and some books I'd read and a devotional commentary on the book of Philippians. And I've been writing daily devotional commentaries for a number of years for actually a company that produces church bulletins. And I would meld all those things together and all those particular interests and try to inspire people to be more than they were at the moment, be everything they could be.
So they're inspirational.
I think it's primarily inspirational
I think that's
and
fabulous.
motivational, yes.
Because sometimes we get so busy just trying to get through life that we forget the real wonderful
Sure.
higher things.
Certainly not a technical commentary, although hopefully it's somewhat technically correct, but it's...
Oh, fabulous. Tell me a little bit about the book.
Well, as I said, it is based on the book of Philippians in the New Testament, one of my favorite books, and it's wrapped around a verse in the beginning. I'm confident that he who began a good work in you will perform it until the day of Christ Jesus. And then at the end, it says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And so it's about that kind of confidence. Confidence is taken from with and faith. So how to live with faith in a world that sucks your confidence away and that hand of life that's pushing you down to find the thing that builds you up. So I begin every chapter with a story from this little town. That's kind of a silly little town, but that's another book.
I like the name of it.
Yeah, I like it too. That's another story. I mean, skunks smell sweet in Polecat Hollow because that's all they've ever smelled. But and I'm sure that there's an analogy and a metaphor there too. And then there's a didactic portion, kind of an overview, and then there's about 5 days of meditations based on verses.
Oh, very good. This is like, can I just...
Yes.
And you know what I have found on working on this program is that so far every single one of my guests does something to try to help other people. And I think that is so amazing and so wonderful. So I really, we need inspiration. So just, where would they get this?
You can get it on Amazon. If you go to my
Amazon.
Facebook page, The Confidence Factor by Thomas B. Sims, or whatever's going to be flashed up there,
Yeah.
you can find the links to Amazon, either the paper version or Kindle. And so it can be purchased there, or it can be purchased at our ministry's thrift store on 4141 North Fresno Street, Carroll's Cottage.
Carol's Cottage. Okay, you know, I just have to take it just a second before you go to say, I think all the authors, have to give a good hello and thank you to Amazon.
Yes.
To be able now to put our books out without having to go through all sorts of torture and taking 5 years or something to find somebody who will back you and publish your book. So
They're amazing people to work with.
we're amazing, and we're grateful for them.
CreateSpace.com.
And we're grateful for you. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
so
in
much,
this
Carol.
morning. And come again.
I
If
will.
anything, you've got another book. Come on in.
I have 6 coming, so I'm not
Okay,
sure which one I'll get out first.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back.